Hello, perpetrators. I'm Richard Bazet.
And I'm Sebastian.
And this is
BS point BS point oh.
How did you mess that up, Sebastian?
I think we both messed it up, Mr. Bazet.
How many O's were you supposed to say?
I think I said one, maybe two, but it was elongated.
All right, let's try again. All right, 3, 2, 1.
BS point oh.
Let's just move on. We can't do this. All right, so what we're doing today, guys, is we have a new format for our shows here. We absolutely did not copy Tosh.0. We made this format ourselves.
Not at all.
And it's called BS.
He's really funny, though, by the way.
Well, we're not. We're the ATF.
Yeah, we're serious all the time.
We're very serious. So
super serious.
It's BS, which is Bazet
and Sebastian.
And this is going to be our new show. So we're going to start this off with a segment called Idiots with Guns, and Sebastian has prepared slides of idiots
Some
with
idiots
guns.
For us, right?
Yeah, and I have no idea what's coming up. We'll see what happens. I'm sure this is going to be great.
All right, skiddly-doo. Here's the first one.
That's not an idiot, Sebastian. That's Binger. That's Binger. He's an American hero.
He looks kind of like an idiot, Mr. Bazet. He's pointing his gun at the guys.
The jury?
The jury, yes. Thank you.
Well, yeah, he had to point his gun at the jury because he had to make the point.
I don't think you're supposed to do that.
Well, he had to make the point that guns are dangerous, and how better to make the point that guns are dangerous than to do something absurdly dangerous.
His finger's on the trigger, Mr. Bazet.
Well, yeah, and he didn't check the gun either, but how else are you going to convince them about how dangerous guns are than pointing a gun that you haven't checked directly at their heads? I think he made a really great point, and I really like Mr. Binger. I don't think he's an idiot.
You know what I just noticed, Mr. Bazet?
What's that, Sebastian?
He looks like Littlefinger.
He does look like Littlefinger, doesn't he? Maybe he thinks Sansa's over there on the
he's
on
a little
jury
bigger
or something. But look, Sebastian. Did you hear what he said in his closing arguments? I thought it was absolutely beautiful. He and I'm going to paraphrase, but he said that if you bring a gun to a place, you have no right to self-defense. And me as an ATF agent, that brought a tear to my eye because of how true it is. And that's the way that I want the world to work. And I think that Mr. Binger is doing a fantastic job. He's not an idiot for doing this.
That doesn't sound right, though.
Yeah, he needs a medal or something given to him. Sebastian, just let's move on to the next slide, and hopefully it's an actual idiot this time.
Okay, I agree to disagree.
All right, just next slide. Do the click thing.
All right. Skiddly-doo.
Jesus, Sebastian, it's Alec Baldwin. He was just on our show. He's not an idiot either. He helped us out. It wasn't his fault that he did this. Didn't you hear his great apology?
Alec Baldwin was on our show?
It wasn't me. It was Alec Baldwin.
That's what I said, Alec Baldwin. Okay.
Yeah, and he did a good job. It doesn't matter that he accidentally killed. It's kind of like that Binger situation. He was killing someone to help us prove that guns are dangerous, and I think he did a great job. Let's just move on to another slide. Let's get a real idiot.
All right,
up here.
I got a real idiot. Here we go, Mr. Bazet. This is Skiddly-Doo Damian Arnetti.
I think his name's Damon Arnett.
That sounds like it's probably right.
Yeah, I mean that was. All right, so what did he do? Who is this?
He was threatening some individual with these guns and posted it on Instagram. Oh my gosh, Mr. Bazet, is that an Instagram gun then?
That is an Instagram gun. Look at those attachments. How many attachments can you get on a single firearm?
Apparently like 60 of them.
I thought there was a limit or something. I mean, all right, so here's the issue, Sebastian. Let's talk a little quieter.
What?
Can we tell him he can't have a gun, or is that racist?
I mean, he's threatening someone's life, Mr. Bazet. What do we do?
Well, we can't be racist, and I think that...
You're saying racist really loud. I thought we were whispering.
Well, I'm not racist.
You're... Okay.
I can't be racist. I mean, I do technically arrest a lot of black people disproportionately for, really ridiculous
Seems
crimes.
like we're getting off topic, Mr. Bazet. Do we let him have this gun or not?
I don't know. I think we have to let him have the gun. Let's just move on.
Let's
we can't
move
be
on.
Racists.
Next. Oh, this guy's an idiot for sure.
Oh, you got one. So we got a final. This guy is an idiot, and it's
he
not
looks
racist
like an
of
idiot.
us to say it. I mean, look at him. So this guy we found on the internet, he went to an anti-gun town hall meeting. And
it looks like he farted, Mr. Bazet.
He brought this dangerous weapon with him, and he was trying to make the point that you need a gun to stop a good guy with a gun is the only thing that stops a bad guy with a gun, which I think is absolutely ridiculous. But look at him. He looks like a sickly, I don't even know. Is he going bald? Jesus Christ.
He sounds like he actually made some good points.
I don't think he made any good points. I mean, to think a good guy with a gun would stop a bad guy with a gun, that's just more guns, Sebastian.
You know what, Mr. Bazet? He does look sickly. Do you know what that reminds me of? I just watched on you They talked about the measles.
I've never done an episode on the Mingles. I don't know what you're talking
I
about.
said measles, and it was on you.
I've never done that. What are you talking about?
No, on Netflix, it was a show on you.
There's a show on Netflix called Richard Bazet.
No, Mr. Bazet, are you kidding me? This is ridiculous. No, let's just move on. This is stupid.
All right, I don't know what you're talking about.
It was on you.
All right, let's just off topic. Let's move on. Next segment.
Okay, next segment. Here we go.
All right, guys. So for the next segment here, we're going to do an episode called Everyone Loves the ATF, which I think is absolutely, 100% positive.
It is positive, Mr. Bazet, and it's based off of our original, The Bazet Show, where it's all you.
Yeah, and that's what we originally did. And so this is kind of a throwback. And hey, guys, while we're doing this, if you want, you can actually end up in a future episode. Just make sure if you go to the ATF's Facebook page, make sure and mention to tell them that I'm the greatest ATF agent who ever lived, which is true. I am the greatest ATF agent who ever lived. I should be in charge of the ATF. I don't know why they put up that hiding guns behind his cans of tuna guy. I'm a much better candidate to lead the ATF. But let's get into the show here. All right, Sebastian, do you want to start this up?
All right, here we go.
All right, first comment here. So we posted a great post talking about how much we love veterans and military family members and thanking them for their service and sacrifice to our country. And you know, I just want to say from the bottom of my heart at the ATF that we do love veterans, except for the 99% that are domestic terrorists. We don't love those ones, but we love all the other ones.
That's a high percentage.
All right, we like 2 veterans. But whatever, let's see the comments. Here.
All right, moving forward. Skiddly-doo.
Sebastian, that's Spike Cohen. Do you know who that is?
He just had a really big comment with a lot of questions.
He's that libertarian. He's not going to say anything that's worth anything. I'll just read it. How many veterans have you killed or put in cages for owning firearms? Okay, we do put a lot of veterans in cages for owning firearms. That's true, but you know, those are part of that 99% of veterans that we think are domestic terrorists. So really, we're helping to stop terrorists. We're actually more veterans than the veterans are, and you should thank us for our service on Veterans Day. Let's go on. How many veterans have been killed by cartels and gang members wielding guns you gave or sold them? Well, that's an easy question to answer. We don't know. We've sold a lot of guns to the cartels.
I know.
How could we possibly know that? That's ridiculous. It's a stupid question. All right, keeping on. How many veterans could be helped by your nearly $1.5 billion annual budget? Did you know we had a $1.5 billion budget? How come we have like 2 people working on the show?
Why is it only you and me?
That's ridiculous. We don't have any. They're not funding us nearly enough. That's absurd.
This is absurd.
All right, let's just keep. When we end the National Firearms Act and abolish your agency, maybe we'll give your buildings away to the VFW. Well, that would just be dumb. I mean, the VFW isn't going to go out and take guns away from minorities. That's us. We do that job. You need us on those streets. You want us on those streets. All right, let's just move on. Sebastian, come on, man.
All right.
Give me better stuff.
Next one. Sorry, next one. Here we go.
All right. Oh, here's a good post. Again, on the veteran topic. It's here's what the ATF said. Here's what we said. From the halls of Montezuma to the shores of Tripoli, Marines have answered the call to secure the blessings of liberty for our nation every time. That's like a little rhyme. We changed their thing. That's nice. The U.S. Marine Corps was birthed in a small brewery, Tun Tavern, in Philadelphia, November 10th, 1775. I hope they had a license for that brewery.
Yeah, it's super important that they do.
Yeah, I mean, if they didn't, we'd probably shut them right down. That's what we do.
Shut it down.
Let's see what's next here. Let's see the comments. Go ahead and give us a comment.
All right, here's the next one. Here's some comments right here.
All right, Will McElvin.
Call me McLovin.
Imagine trampling veterans' 2A rights daily and then posting this thinking it absolves you of your misconduct. Abolish the ATF. Why do they all keep saying abolish the ATF?
I think they mean polish, Mr. Bazet.
I mean,
shine it up, spruce it up.
Because we're like golden. This is probably a positive comment. He actually really loves us, and I think he's actually telling us what a good job we do of going after all these domestic terrorist veterans that are out there. Let's go to the next comment.
All right, here we go. Next one.
If this happened today, ATF would seize their weapons and give them to a drug cartel. By Brian Klusner. Well, let me give you a clue there, Brian. Yeah, we might do that. I mean, you know.
That's possible. That's highly likely,
it's possible.
Actually.
The cartels do need guns, and it's best if we give the cartels the guns. And look, your Monday morning quarterbacking us. We're a law enforcement agency, and we have to do law enforcement things. And sometimes doing law enforcement things means breaking the law to enforce the laws, because that's how you enforce the laws, by breaking it.
Kind of twisted, Mr. Bazet.
All right, let's just move on. Next comment. What do you got, Sebastian?
All right, going to the next one.
Let's hope they don't find out our mascot is a dog, by Benjamin McCorkle. What do you think that means, Sebastian?
I think their Marines mascot is a dog, Mr. Bazet.
The Marine Corps' mascot is a dog?
Yeah, I think so.
We need to end the show. I've got something I've got to do right now.
Oh, shoot.
Show's over, folks.
All right, everyone, skiddly-doo, perpetrators. Skiddly-doo-dah, skiddly-day. We need funding to keep busy.
Turns out these videos are really hard to make.
So please pitch in as our sponsors today. Skiddly-doo-dah, skiddly-day.
You can be here in our credits.
It is truth.
It's actual.
Everything is satisfaction.
Skiddly-doo-dah, skiddly-day. Please sign up as our sponsors today.
Good job, Mr. B.
I think you fucked up the song, Sebastian.
No, we got it right this time. That's it. That's y'all, folks.